Right, so this is stage 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to die. And let's continue. And so I was like, yeah, no, our score's gone, but it's not like I was playing the game for the score. So if you're playing the PSP version of this or the PS4 version, which is a port of the PSP version, I can't make that clear enough. If you buy Requiem, you are just buying the PSP version with the big feature of the PSP version taken out. Which, I feel, oh god, Konami. I wouldn't even be so against it if they included Dracula X Chronicles, because that was great. Well, 5 stages in and we have our first death from knockback. I promise you it will not be the last. Go away. So it really is a good idea to, when you first beat an enemy, make a note of just how many hits it takes to kill. So then you can avoid things like I did before with hoping the Axe Knight would die before it charged. One hit for those, but hitting them's the trouble. Now this stage actually has my least favourite enemy in the game. It's not those guys. We'll get to it. It's worth noting that even if you beat Stage 4's alternate boss, you will be brought to Stage 5. You cannot get to alternate Stage 5 until you defeat Dracula. And fittingly for that, alternate Stage 5 is the hardest stage in the game. Oh, I could have really done with Hydro Storm. I just don't have enough hearts for it. And I'm low on health. Yeah. So, we're on stage 5. There are 8 stages in the game. Doesn't sound like much, but that isn't counting alternate stages. There's an alternate stage 2, alternate stage 3, alternate stage 4, and alternate stage 5. Oh. Alright, let's do this again. I say, since this is probably going to be a 100% run, mostly because 100% really just involves showing everything off, which, well, I love this game, it's a really solid game. Why wouldn't I show everything off? I'm going to kill you. Alright, let's do this again. That was more trouble than it should have been. I'm gonna get a game over on the stage, I can feel it. Okay. This is the worst enemy in the game. And honestly, the knife would have been so helpful here. I should have kept the knife. Because if this enemy touches you, that is it, you're dead. And it takes like quite a few hits. Oh, thank God. Like, if it just touches you, that's instant death. Doesn't matter how much health you've got. I hate it. I hope I can beat the boss of this stage in one go. Flea Riders. This thing that I think only shows up here in one other place. I'm gonna die. Okay, I think the boss is right around here. Oh. Go! The stress was building there. Don't put me back there, don't put me back there. Oh, okay, that's not so bad, but I really don't think I'm gonna beat the boss here without dying. Okay, I really do not like you. There. Alright, you know what? This is not actually a bad time to decide to switch over to Maria to show her off. So this is Maria. She actually has alternate titles for all of her stages, which I think is kind of neat. She has several very useful abilities. She can attack while moving. She does, I think the whip might actually have a longer range. She can double jump. She has different sub-weapons entirely. For example, like this is her best sub-weapon, hands down. She can slide, and if you... in fact, you know what, show off the slide. After we kill the archer here. No, I want that. Okay, so this is the slide. And yeah, you can spam it, but if you hold down and forward, she'll do this, which is so much more spammable. And these blocks break, but they don't give you anything, and it bothers me. She does have less health than Richter, but considering she can move so much easier, it's the movement options more than anything that means she just has such a... I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was trying to get the ones on the alcoves in view so I could get them. Like in one go with my dragon. Yeah, it's like pretty much the entire reason why Marie is easier despite being able to take less hits is the movement. She can move while attacking, she can double jump, she can change her jump in midair thanks to the double jump. She can move faster. And it just makes her so much easier to use. There we go. The biggest issue with Castlevania fan using her for the first time is figuring out what her sub-weapons do. That's really it. Like this one shoots two birds diagonally, that's close. I always get a little nervous around this thing. There we go. We will be, as part of the 100% completion, we'll be getting both endings, which requires you to beat Dracula with both Maria and Richter. Watch out for that guy with his deceptively long range. Get you, and you, and you. There we go. And like, she can hit faster because she can throw two birds out at once, and she has a slight recovery if both birds are out at the same time. That said, she can still hit faster than Richter does. Which means she can have a lot less trouble with most enemies. Alright, so we're at the boss. Maria doesn't actually get meat. Her food items are candy. She'll get the lollipop. We don't want turtle. She'll get a lollipop, some ice cream. She can get cheese, and that star. Okay, so the dragon is actually our best option for this. This is going to be fun. And to be fair, I think this is actually one of the coolest boss battles Death has. I didn't even see that sickle. Oh, we're almost dead already. Okay, so now we have the second phase. And I love this little animation from Death in the background. Pulling up the hood and spawning the scythe. I love that. It's really cool. Thank you, Dragon. And also, we missed it, but Death's death animation involves him throwing the scythe up in the air, and then it cuts his head off. And now we have a story cutscene after we've defeated Death. This is Dracula. I think the whole premise of this is intimidating his prisoner, Annette. This is Annette Renard, who is Maria's older sister and Richter's girlfriend. Oh, Dracula looks so goofy in this game. I don't remember the exact details, but the gist of this cutscene is Dracula offering to turn Maria into a vampire, and Maria saying she would sooner die and preparing to kill herself. Just gonna check my Twitter while this cutscene goes on. Let me see. Famitsu. Was it Famitsu? Let me check this article. Famitsu set out a poll And for Japanese gamers to name the best games of the Heisei era, and Chrono Trigger won, which I think is well deserved. Chrono Trigger is an excellent game, and is not why I use the online alias of Chrono. That's a complete coincidence. And Super Mario Maker 2 will be out on June 28th. I wonder if this part will be out before then. Alright, so this this stage starts in the pre-boss area, and this stage is pretty much entirely a boss rush. No, we do not want the music book. How many lives do we have? We have 2, counting the 0, that's 3 lives. With any luck, we should be able to get through this. And while I remember, the secret attack that Maria has that actually makes most bosses really easy. It's up, down, forward attack. I think it's called Guardian Fist, maybe, I don't know. And is actually very powerful, and if you can pull it off reliably and consistently, it will do major damage to bosses. And here is Shaft. And now there is actually a purpose to this boss. And it is Shaft summoning various monsters. Damn it. If that hadn't hit me, I was going to do the Guardian Fist. There we go. Let's grab those hearts quickly. And Medusa. Make sure you don't get hit by that. I think Marie's actually too short to be hit by that. That's her petrifying gaze. Medusa's attack patterns are very simple. Okay, I think Medusa drops some health. Come on. No, it's the third boss that drops health. The mummy. And this is my least favourite boss because of this. Ah, damn it. And the problem is dying anywhere on this requires you to start again. So as you may have guessed, this is a Castlevania 1 reference, this entire thing. The dragon's the best bet. You're fighting 4 of the Castlevania 1 bosses in the order they were fought. Why not all 6? Well, we already fought Death, who's the 5th boss, and Dracula is the final boss, so of course we're not going to fight Dracula yet. I don't know if that damages you, but I would not want to take a chance. No. My thumb's actually starting to hurt a little bit from doing the Guardian Fist. Because the Wii remote is not friendly to fighting game maneuvers. Not with that D-pad. I mean, D-pad's fine for something like this. But, fighting game maneuvers do not translate well to it. I should have avoided both of those hits, then. A shame that I didn't. So if we can beat the mummy, we'll get some health. Awesome. And that's exactly what I mean by, like, if you can pull it off against bosses, it's broken. So now we have Frankenstein's monster. And Rondo of Blood is pretty notable for being the place where a lot of sprites were taken from for later Castlevania games. Like skeletons, a lot of the standard enemies actually. That Frankenstein's monster sprite appears in Portrait of Ruin as a boss. And now we have to do the proper boss fight against Shaft. The good news is, if we die here, we don't have to fight all 4 previous bosses again. We just go straight to Shaft. Yeah. Yeah. Those orbs are a pain. Oh, damn it. But the good news is we go straight to Shaft, so... the best... What would be... Maybe for Shaft. Let me go over the... The birds wouldn't be great for Shaft. Turtle, possibly. As a defense, the cat... No, the dragon is still the best option for Shaft. Yeah. Alright, Shaft, get your purple cloak booty down here. I'm Shaft. I'm very extravagant. So again, like I said before, like Maria's probably single biggest benefit though, especially for boss battles, is just how fast she can attack. And it's possible now that I'm on the heavy offensive. There we go. Barely got to do that 3rd attack that was the big problem. Watch out though, because this desperation attack can actually kill you. And that's the end of Shaft, and we'll never see him again. What do you mean we already did Sympathy of the Night and we already saw him again?